BTS's eldest member, Jin, has once again become the center of attention after being spotted attending a live concert in the South Korean capital. The appearance comes after several days of noticeable absence from social media, sparking curiosity among fans about his activities. Eyewitnesses at the event reported seeing Jin quietly making his way into the venue accompanied by several members of his family, including close relatives. Despite his attempts to maintain a low profile, his presence did not go unnoticed, as fans quickly recognized his signature aura and warm demeanor. Dressed in a casual yet refined outfit, Jin blended seamlessly into the crowd, choosing to enjoy the performance without drawing unnecessary attention to himself. Observers noted that he appeared relaxed and cheerful, smiling as he watched the performances unfold. His presence at the concert underscored not only his love for music, but also his support for fellow artists in the industry. The timing of this sighting has intrigued many. With Jin's schedule packed following his triumphant solo activities, including the success of his albums Happy and Echo and the completion of his RUFAKJINFTOUR, his decision to attend another Idol's concert suggested a personal moment of rest and enjoyment away from the spotlight. Fans expressed admiration for Jin's humility and sincerity, noting that even at the height of his global fame, he continues to show genuine appreciation for the work of other musicians. His family's presence added another layer of warmth to the occasion, painting the image of an artist who remains deeply grounded despite his superstar status. Jin gradually steps back into public activities following his military service. Moments like these highlight the duality of his life: a world-class performer on stage and a supportive, music-loving individual in his personal time. While his social media silence left fans momentarily concerned, this sighting offered reassurance. Jin is well, enjoying life, and still finding joy in the music that has defined so much of his journey. Korean media outlets were quick to pick up the story, framing Jin's presence at the concert as an example of how senior idols continue to influence and shape the entertainment industry even outside their own performances. Publications such as the Korea Herald and Sports Soul emphasized that Jin's decision to attend another artist's show highlighted his commitment to the culture of mutual respect within K-pop, where established names openly support peers and juniors alike. Commentators also noted the significance of Jin appearing alongside family members. In an industry where many idols maintain rigid boundaries between personal and professional lives, Jin's choice to share such a moment underscored both his comfort in public spaces and the gradual normalization of idols being seen in more human contexts. Hankyori pointed out that Jin's family presence not only reflected his grounded nature, but also resonated with fans who admire him as both an artist and a son and brother. Industry analysts further speculated on the potential ripple effects of this sighting. Jin's attendance was seen not simply as leisure but as a strategic gesture, one that reinforces his image as an artist deeply connected to the broader music community. By attending events outside his own sphere, Jin implicitly supports a collaborative ecosystem where artists uplift one another rather than compete in isolation. This was contrasted with his recent victories at award ceremonies, such as the Fan and Star Choice Solo accolade at the 2025 TMA Awards, proving that his presence carries weight whether on or off stage. International outlets echoed these sentiments. Billboard Korea ran a headline suggesting that Jin's appearance reminds audiences that idols remain music fans first and foremost. Similarly, Nikkei Entertainment in Japan highlighted the crossover appeal of such moments, suggesting that Jin's simple act of attending a concert carries cultural resonance because it blurs the line between idol and audience, allowing fans to see him as a relatable figure who continues to value live performance as much as they do. The absence of social media activity leading up to the event only magnified the impact of his reappearance. In the current climate where every post, update, or live stream is scrutinized, Jin's silence created a sense of anticipation and mystery. His return to public view through a live concert, rather than a curated post or staged appearance, added authenticity that resonated with observers. For many, this was a reminder that Jin maintains agency over how and when he chooses to be seen, balancing global stardom with personal autonomy. At the same time, fan discussions have turned toward what this might indicate about his current mindset. With BTS's full group comeback scheduled for spring 2026, Jin's public outings are being interpreted not only as leisure, but as moments of inspiration. Seeing another idol group perform could provide insight or renewed energy for his own future projects. Media speculation has suggested that Jin may be preparing for additional solo releases ahead of the reunion, and his visible engagement with the broader music scene supports this possibility. The incident also reinforces Jin's reputation as a senior figure in K-pop who continues to set examples of humility and support. Younger artists and trainees are likely to view his presence at such events as validation, a silent acknowledgement from one of the industry's most respected names. The effect of such recognition can be immense, as it signals that success in K-pop is not only measured by personal achievements, but also by one's role in fostering community and continuity within the scene. Ultimately, the coverage surrounding Jin's sighting has underscored the multidimensional nature of his influence. He is simultaneously a global superstar, a supportive peer, and a family man whose actions resonate across different audiences. Whether interpreted as a casual outing, a symbolic gesture of solidarity, or a strategic reminder of his presence, one conclusion emerges consistently across media commentary. Even when he is not on stage or on social media, Jin commands attention. His quiet choices reverberate loudly in the cultural landscape, proving once again that his place in the spotlight extends beyond scheduled performances and planned appearances. In the end, Jin's quiet evening at a Seoul concert became far more than just a personal outing. What might have been a fleeting appearance for any other celebrity transformed into a cultural moment, dissected by fans and media alike. His silence on social media, followed by an unannounced reemergence in the crowd, reminded the world of his unique ability to command attention without ever needing to seek it. For ARMY, the sight of Jin enjoying live music alongside his family was reassuring proof that their idol, despite the pressures of superstardom, continues to find joy in the simplest of moments. For the industry, it was a reminder that Jin's presence, even off stage, carries weight, shaping narratives of support, humility, and continuity in a competitive field. And for Jin himself, perhaps it was just a night to relax, to sit back, and to let someone else take the spotlight. Yet, paradoxically, his very act of being a spectator turned him into the headline once again. That is the paradox of Jin BTS. Whether on stage, off stage, or seated in the crowd, the world cannot help but watch. What makes this moment particularly powerful is the contrast it paints. Just weeks ago, Jin was standing beneath the spotlight, clutching trophies at award ceremonies, his voice echoing through stadiums during the RUFKJINFTOUR, and his image dominating billboards across Asia and Europe. Yet here, in the heart of Seoul, he chose the role of a listener, an ordinary spectator in a crowd of thousands. That decision spoke louder than any headline. To the world, Jin is BTS's eldest member, a global ambassador for luxury brands, a record-breaking soloist, and now, a Mama Award contender. But to those who saw him in the concert hall, he was something more intimate, a son, a brother, a man who still finds meaning in music not as a performer, but as an admirer. His quiet presence reminded fans that even the brightest stars are drawn back to the very thing that started it all: the stage, the sound, the shared energy of live music. Korean cultural critics have described the sighting as a moment of grounding for the industry. In a landscape often dominated by spectacle, Jin's decision to appear humbly in the audience was interpreted as an act of authenticity. It is this authenticity, they argue, that sustains his power. He doesn't chase the spotlight, yet the spotlight finds him. As the house lights dimmed and the final encore played, Jin and his family quietly exited the venue. No cameras followed inside, no interviews were staged, no statements were made. Still, his presence rippled across the world within hours, proof that Jin has reached a level of influence where silence is louder than words and stillness is more captivating than motion. For ARMY, the message is clear. Jin is not only a superstar who dazzles under flashing lights, but also a human being who cherishes music from the audience's perspective. That balance between legend and listener is what makes him irreplaceable. And as BTS moves closer to their full reunion in 2026, this moment will be remembered as a reminder of why fans trust Jin not just as an idol, but as a man whose love for music, family, and authenticity always shines through.